Hi, this is Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano, and thank you for listening to the Super Awesome Geek Show.
Tell if this is working. Can you hear me, Rolando? Can you hear me, Orlando? Hello? Can you hear me? I can't hear anything, so I'm wondering if... Okay, good. All right. I'll just trust that you can hear me. Thank you. Okay, so I have a bunch of Transformers to open up here, and I thought I would just do it live while I'm sitting here, because why not, right? So let's make the table big screen. I wish I could zoom in a little bit more. Let me see if we can adjust that a little bit here. Maybe like that. That might work. Yeah, that might work. So one of the first things I'm looking at is I never got this guy out of the box here. He looks pretty cool. Ironhide. So I never got Ironhide out of the G-Force. Hey, G-Force. So hello to Orlando. How you doing? Hello to G-Force. Good to see you. Gerard. How's it going, Gerard? Good to see you. I just decided to come on and open up some of these Transformers and put Menasor together. So we've got Menasor here. So I wanted to put them together, but I thought, why not do it online? And I never fully opened this guy, so we're going to take a look at him. Ironhide here. Do I have a... No, I do. I have a giant razor blade monster. So I can cut my hands. See, I cut away from my body. Away from my body. Unlike Rum, like, is it the danger of cutting his fingers off every time he tries to do something? Pretty cool. You should have some weapons here. They got a tape to the back. This is the Studio Series. Studio Series. They're supposed to look a lot like the cartoons. The movie, the animated movie, really, I guess. What's funny is there's certain figures that I'm like, all right, I got the best version I can get, and then they make a better version, and I'm like, ah, damn it. So I already have an Ironhide that I like, but then I saw this one and I was like, okay, I got to get this one. He looks a lot more like the cartoon. But Prime! He would always say that. But Prime! But Prime, we gotta kick some Decepticon. We gotta kick the oil out of them Decepticons, he would say, or something like that. Let me kick the energon out of them. But Prime! So this is a cool version of him. I like it. I like it a lot. I actually like it a lot. I put all my Transformers on display in robot mode, so I don't know how many of these I'm going to actually transform for you, but we'll put him down there and look at some away from your body as the pros do it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm glad you came on. There wasn't much on YouTube this morning. Okay, cool. See, I have off for Halloween. I'm a Halloween fan, and so I don't go back to work till Wednesday. Maybe even, I think I have. Well, I might have Wednesday off. I don't know. I might go back Thursday. I don't know what day. Wednesday or Thursday I go back. But I'm at the house for today, and I'll drive back tomorrow morning early. I was watching Power Nation building a Camaro. Like a real Camaro or a model kit? Are you really building like a real Camaro? Like refurbishing one from the 70s or 60s even? What are you doing? I'm convinced that Bob does it for dramatic effect. Oh yeah. They're saying hi to each other. That sounds cool. Hey Mark, how you doing? Good to see you, Mark. Changing a stock Camaro into a race. Oh yeah. Like kind of like a NASCAR type race. Spent a little too much at the Toy Fair, and I got the big AT-AT to build, so I won't be on long. Okay, cool. Hope that was fun. So we got some Insecticons to look at. So I had picked up Kickback a long time ago, and now they finally come out with Shrapnel and Bombshell. And I really like the Insecticons. I've been sort of waiting to get these things open because I like the Insecticons. I think the Insecticons are something I liked because I don't know if you guys had this when you were young, but when I was a kid, we had a state fair, and it just so happened that we only lived like one town away from where the fair was. So, well, it might have been two towns. I don't know. It was very close, And so every year we would spend like every kid in the neighborhood, everyone all around at the school and everything would spend time at the fair because it was probably one of those places that everybody's parents let their kids run around at thinking they would be safe because there's so many people and it's public and all that stuff. So so you would go to the fair like all the time that summer during the time that the fair was on. And there were these like games, like you put a quarter in and it lands on like a platform, and the quarter would push other quarters off the front of the platform and land on the ground, or it would push tokens or whatever else. And if you got a certain number of, maybe it was tokens, maybe you had to buy it. I think it was you had to buy some tokens, and then you put the token in, and then however many tokens fell out of the machine, you could turn in for prizes. Okay, and at the time, Transformers were very popular, and some of the prizes you could turn in, like Skeet Ball, they'd have Skee Ball there, they'd have a few other games and stuff, and you'd collect all the tickets or tokens. Maybe they were tickets, right? They were tickets, right? They were tickets. I think they were tickets. So you would collect all those tickets, and you would go in and get prizes. And the only Transformers they had, and they weren't real Transformers. They were like generic Chinese ripoffs or something. But they had all the cassette tapes, so you could get Ravage and Laserbeak and Buzzsaw and Frenzy and Rumble. And then they had the Insecticons. You could get these three Insecticons as the vintage versions, but they weren't made by Hasbro. They were not. They were like Chinese ripoffs or something. You know what I mean? That the companies doing these ticket things would get for super cheap, or whatever, so they could afford to sell them to kids for tickets, And I remember getting my first set of Insecticons. Were getting them that way, and they were cheaper. They weren't like, they weren't as high a quality as like if you actually bought the Hasbro one, but they had the same paint job. They looked the same. They were the same size. You know what I mean? And so it was just kind of a neat thing. I felt like, oh my gosh, I got some Transformers. This was so cool. And because that was like the Insecticons were some of the first ones. I got them that way, that I've always had some space in my heart for the Insecticons, because they're, it was like my friends and I collecting tickets and getting these generic ripoff Insecticons at the state fair, And I suppose that's why I like the cassette guys too, because I did get a lot of the cassettes that way. I remember we got Frenzy for some reason. Yeah, I went for Frenzy and Rumble, and then got one of the birds, I think. And in hindsight, it's like, damn it, why didn't I get Ravage? Because to this day, I still don't have an original Ravage. I never owned an original Ravage, and so But you'd think as a kid that's the first one you would get is Ravage, but I don't know why I didn't. I was a weird kid and went for the Frenzy and Rumble and stuff first. I don't know. Ravage, Laserbeak, eject, Operation Warfare. Remember that voice? He had that voice. Ravage, eject, Operation. I like the Insecticons because of the show called the Beetleborgs. Yeah, I remember I have a headless Beetleborg. I have a Beetleborg with no head in my collection somewhere. Menasor because of the combiners. Yeah. I never did very well at coin push machines. I only ever had Ravage and Frenzy. Yeah. What's up, Lack? What's going on here, natives? How you doing, Lack? Good to see you. Super John. Much love, my friend. Thank you. Good to see you, Lack Attack. So where do these parts go? I don't remember these parts. Look at these. There's like, why did this switch back? Who switched this back? There's a ghost in the machine switching my cameras around. What are these? I don't remember these. They say to put them on the wings when he's in robot mode. Okay. What? These don't go on the wings. I don't know what they're talking about here. Oh, maybe they go this way. I see, I see. Yeah, you can put them on like that. See that? So you just do that. I don't know why you would do that, but sure. That didn't happen in the cartoon. Did you guys see that in the cartoon? I don't remember seeing that in the cartoon. Rolando says, I'm in bed at home. You're still asleep? Just laying there? Good to be seen. Doing well working from home, in quotes. We know you're in your silk robe and your fluffy, with your fluffy white cat. So yeah, we got Kickback. There's Kickback. Pretty cool. He looks good. Kickback. I'm not keeping any of this packaging stuff. So. Keep his accessories. Let's look at Bombshell next. How about Bombshell next? Kickback was funded by the government. Yep, he was. He always got his kickbacks. Kickback has a couple little weapons here. Or, I mean, Bombshell has a few little weapons here. There's Bombshell. They look a lot like the cartoons. They're pretty good. Let me see here. So where are they suggesting we put all these weapons? They like them. So when he's in bug mode, the black parts can go on him in bug mode, and then when he's in a robot mode, he can be a big gun. And that's similar to his Gen 1 version, right? The gun? I think it is. That's pretty cool. Remember, the originals were so simple to transform. You know, you just flipped them around, basically, and they became an insect, right? shrapnel has 2 weapons as well, it looks like. Oh, and he's tied in with like cloth, like string, not plastic ties. Plastic-free packaging, right? For a toy that's completely made out of plastic. That's like McDonald's giving you a paper straw in a plastic cup for your drink with a plastic lid. And then they claim they're saving the environment by not having any plastic. Shrapnel. And he looks like the cartoon, so that's really cool. These all look really... These could have been Studio Series figures. They look so good. They're just like the cartoons. Yeah, and his weapon is iconic. We had that. I remember that weapon on the vintage one. So he looks cool. They all look pretty good, I think. Do these transform? Yeah, they do. Yeah. Hey, Rozaf, how you doing? Good to see you. I really hope, Jonathan, how you doing? I really hope we get the plastic back on legacy boxes. They call me Tactical Advantage. Okay. Yeah. Like we can do that with the Insecticons. Why not? We like showing them off. We'll make sure we do this right. Let's take Bombshell here. So we're going to close up his hands. Closing up his hands here into his body. Putting them behind him, I think, like this. And then we're twisting them so that there's a circle on the outside. All right. Then we're putting the head up. Got to clip the head in. So there's a little clip there. Doesn't really want to clip all the way in there, but it does. And then we're twisting the body around, he says. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. And then it says to open the legs up. Opening the legs up. Okay, I see. We do this. So we're opening the legs up. And then we're flipping the feet down. And then we're folding these in on themselves. So we're going to be making the familiar back end of the bug there. Clip these together. Somehow, there we go. And then And these gun pieces become his feet, I guess. They become bug feet. So they clip onto the arms like this. The arms that are now underneath him. These have to come forward more. How did this work here? Because the arms are going to clip into this. There's a spot back here for the arms to clip in, like way back here. And I'm trying to maneuver it because it says these are tough to get into position. Right, there we go. And then we can put this weapon on his back here somehow. Like, so you got a little bug. Bombshell the bug, right? Kick back. Shrapnel's next. We'll do shrapnel next. Tempting is I'm going to have to pass. His feet come down, you flip his body around. Again, you've got to open the body part, the leg parts up. Fold them in much like we just folded that guy's legs together. And then we do, where do these arms go? The hands get folded in. It looks like the arms just get clipped to the side. And there he is in bug mode. Got little legs on the bottom. And we can put his guns on top as well if we want to. Pew, 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 pew. So we got another bug there. And finally, we got kickback here. Kickback. Ah, the leg came off and it fell into the black hole. And then we do, he's got grasshopper legs that flip out the back here. Is that really all he is? He's just like this? And they say to put his weapon on the bottom of him. So he's a grasshopper like that. He's got grasshopper back legs, and so that's how he works as a grasshopper. And they say to put these energy wings on the wings here, so like this. They do kind of clip on here. I found how they go on. So now he's got energy wings. So there we go. The Insecticons transformed. Transformers. Ah, heck. Let's do Ironhide. We'll see what Ironhide looks like in a van mode. Why not? I feel like he's going to be complicated. Like, the Insecticons are easy. This guy's going to be a little bit much, right? Yeah, his instructions go on for 3 days. All right, Ironhide. You're going to flip your window down. All right. Flip this out. His head goes inside the cab. We flip out these windows. And the whole thing flips back up around your body. Okay. Then we turn you around and we flip this back part down. We flip it all the way down. Down, 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 down. We want to make your arms go like that, and we want to bring your arms up. Your arms are going to go all the way up. They're clipping together. Your fists are folding. inside. And then somehow the whole thing, there it goes, the whole thing folds. The truck part spins around and we get the front end to attach. There we go. Okay. And then, we got arms that are there. Yeah, I see how the arms are. I'm supposed to fold something down on the arms. Okay, so how's this? Something folds. Oh, here we go. Okay, so these fold. All right. And then we have these folding up. These windows folding out. Okay. And am I... Okay, I'm seeing how this is sort of supposed to go. Okay. Coming out that way. Ugh. um, it says it's supposed to clip in like that, but the legs are in the way. What the crap? See, I knew this was going to be complicated because, like, everything's in the way. You can't put this like that. All right, there's the back end. So then these are supposed to go just... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just squish. Just squish. Push it all together and squish it. And eventually it'll pop in the right place. This is like forcibly transforming my transformer into its proper position. Come on, all you tabs. It's not easy. It doesn't really tab together the best. This part up here is supposed to tab in to the front end here, and it's not really. See, I got this gap. See the gap? You get how it's supposed to go, but those tabs up here are supposed to tab into the front, and it's not really. They're not really tabbing in, but you do end up with a van when you're done. If you can get it all lined up right, you end up with a van when you're done. We had a red van growing up when I was as a kid. So we had our own Ironhide at home. We took that thing everywhere. I should never have been allowed to drive it. I used to drive the thing as fast as it could possibly go, just to like push the van to its limits. Oh my gosh, I've almost got it all clipped in. So we got the back end all clipped in nicely and put together here. But it's just this front. I can't get those two clips to clip in there. It's crazy. And now, can we put Ironhide's guns anywhere? No, they don't go anywhere. I thought maybe they would clip on the van somewhere, but they don't really clip on the vans anywhere. But look at this. We can tuck them. I just tucked them down in there. So you can kind of keep them somewhere. Insecticons in that. All right, on to Menasor. Do you know how long it took me to find this? It took me years, it seems like. Because I only saw this once. I only saw Motor Master in stores only one time. And at the time, I didn't have the money to get them, so I never got them. And I thought I would see them again. I thought, I'll just get them next time I see them. And I never did. It took forever before I finally found one. And I actually had to order him. I had to put in an order for him and get him shipped. But he was still retail, so that was okay. But in the meantime, because I knew that someday I might find one of these, I had always picked up these guys, the vehicles. So here's number one, and that is Drag Strip. Number two is Wild Ride. And then number 3 is Dead End. And then number 4 is Breakdown. So I had picked up all these guys because I knew that someday I would get this. And so now I finally have this. We're going to get everybody out of their packaging and hopefully build Menasor. So let's... I think that means we got to convert all the robots to cars, and then the cars get converted into Menasor parts. If I got it right. And do all the weapons form one big weapon for Menasor, right? Don't they all connect together somehow? I think they did that. I think they do that too in these things where all the weapons connect together. I have the Combiner Wars Menasor, but he just doesn't look like the cartoon. You know what I mean? He's like a different, he just doesn't look like the cartoon. But this one's going to look a lot like the cartoon, so that's pretty cool. But it means we need a cartoon version of the aerial bots and Superion, because Menasor and Superion fought together a lot in the show. So, in my opinion, if I were a toy company, you couldn't do one without the other. So I hope that they do the aerial bots in this cartoon version next, because that would be really cool. So here's Drag Strip. Again, looking a lot like the cartoon, the G1 version. It's pretty good. Nerf Herder. Don't forget the like button. Is Rummy here? Did we do some? Oh yeah, here we go. Rummy's here. Crazy guy looks like Kate Moss' official fluffer. I knew I had seen him somewhere before. You guessed right. Pearl's Fashion Week. Hello, humans. David, how you doing? Did someone call Animal Control Monkey Lizard on the loose? You ain't gonna say hi to us non-humans? Yeah. You do know that Lack is a lizard man, right? He's one of those alien, or is he a Bothan? He might be a Bothan. No, he's a wolf man. Hello to the Phenom. Animal Control. Call Ron Jeremy. You, sir, are a pure champion of Coac. Easiest way to catch a monkey lizard is a box trap with a picture of Helena Christensen in it. Yes. All right, let's transform Drag Strip into his mode that's going to attach to Menasor. I think we have to turn him into a car to get him into Menasor. So these things are going to twist down. And then we have the wheels coming down. That's right, he's a 6-wheeled drag car, almost like a Formula One with 6 wheels. Flip his front end down. It says to flip it down all the way. There we go. Okay. And then it's pointing at this part. Why is it pointing at that part? Flip his head in. Yep, these are going that way. Pull them out. Pulling them up. Flipping them together. Flipping the arms in place. Twisting these around. Again, the legs are going to open up. These legs open up and they fold in on themselves, much like the Insecticons did. And we have the Formula One six-wheeled, sort of Formula One car. So there's Drag Strip. And he's got guns that can attach to his car mode. Because the Stunticons were badass like that. They just did that kind of stuff. Number 2 is Wild Rider. These all probably transform very similarly. Kind of like the Combiner Wars cars all basically transformed the same. So he's got 2 guns that are very similar to this guy's. He's got little hands. I remember these guys when they were the G1 versions were like barely transformable. They were just like you stood them up and they were a robot or something. They were not like they were not very complex at all. I have a Gen 1 Superion, the Jets, for the Autobots, but I don't have a Gen 1 Menasor. We're going to have to work on that this year. That could be a goal for 2024, right? Get an original Menasor. So his hands are going to flip inside. Flip inside. You got to pull down the chest and hide the head. Pop the whole front of the car together. So there's the front of the car, and then the back legs are going to do a lot of the same thing here. They're going to open up. They're going to open up and fold in on themselves. Does that flip around? Like, how does that go? Oh, it flips up. Come here, you. Like, how does this work? Okay, so these go up. The wheels go out. Okay. But that's the back of the car. It's not the right way it goes. Okay, so this one's a little more complicated. Is this fun watching me try to transform these things? Yeah, this one was a little more complicated than the other car. There we go. And then we can put the guns on. So pretty cool. And then number 3 is Dead End. So drag strip wild rider, now Dead End. Guys in the chat seem to be keeping themselves entertained. Edmonton Stormtrooper, how you doing? Good to see you. Pew pew, thanks. Hit that like button. Thank you. Pew pew, hit the like button. I have friends in Edmonton. More than just Edmonton Stormtrooper. They work for video game companies and everything up there. I want to go someday to Edmonton, and I want to go to the Dinosaur Museum. You guys have a good display of dinosaurs up in Edmonton. And someday I want to go and visit the museum and see all the dinosaur bones. All right, so Dead End. Let's get this going here. Let's look at his instructions. So it says to rotate these arm things down. Yeah, I didn't even know about the museum. I wish I had went to that. So you've been there, Lack? You've been to Edmonton, Canada? Plus, you know, there's a section of my family that lives up in the Alberta, Canada, Edmonton area. And I was so stupid because when I lived in Seattle, I was so much closer. And I never made the trip. And then now that I'm no longer there, I'm like, damn it, I should have made the trip. You know, like so many things that I should have went on an Alaskan cruise while I lived in Seattle. I should have went. You know, there's all these things that now that I'm no longer living there, I'm like, damn it, I should have done all this. Why didn't I do this while I was there? You know. Put the head back. Yep, the head has to go. Hiding up inside there. And the arms go all the way up. Okay, they go all the way up. I get it. That looks good. Yeah. And they pop together here. Cool. That's making a front end. That's good. And then these have to open up. And the legs have to fold in on themselves once again. I guess I spent too much time hunting for Bigfoot when I was in Seattle. Instead of doing stuff that was a bit more productive. we never found Bigfoot. We missed out on all this other cool stuff. But I mean, I guess I did do some cool stuff. I jumped out of an airplane. I bungee jumped. I hang glided. I did surfing, snowboarding. All that was while I was in Seattle. So we did enough. So there is Dead End. Cool. So Dead End is there. And now the last one is Breakdown. Breakdown was another Lamborghini, right? Breakdown. I feel like that's a song, right? We have a bar called the Bigfoot Pub. That's cool. I'd be going there all the time. That'd be, you sold me on the name. That's all you need to do. Super John saved the Lamborghini for last. What a tease. Well, it's number 4. I was doing them in numerical order. So this is number 4. And then Motor Master's number 5. See, that's all it was. So if this guy's a Lamborghini, was he supposed to be a Porsche in the original, and this guy a Corvette? Is that how it was? And then we had the race car and the giant semi truck. So there's Breakdown in robot mode. Somehow this is supposed to be a weapon when he's in robot mode. He's supposed to be like... He's supposed to carry the spoiler in his hand. Yeah, that makes sense. No... So did you guys watch Friends when you were younger? Was that a thing? Did you hear about Matthew Perry? I just saw this thing online where they were saying that the intro to the show predicted his death because he was in the fountain on the intro to the show and spitting water out of his mouth. So people are already saying that the intro to the show is going to predict every one of those actors' deaths. There we go. And now we're going to open the back again, and this is going to fold up on itself once again to form the back of the car. Oh, but this is a weird one. This is the weird one. This is like that other one that has to be... spun around. And put like that. There we go. So interesting. Once we put Lamborghini done, once you put the spoiler on, there's nowhere to put the gun on this guy. They all have like weapon modes, and this one does not. So that's interesting. So we just set his gun down. All right. Next is Motor Master. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Is Chip here? Hey Chip, how you doing? Hi Chip. Did Chip not say hello to G-Force, and now G-Force's self-esteem is slipping? The General is here. General Gap. Hello, Gap. Good to see you, Gap. General Gap wants to know why he didn't show up for the Lego studs. He didn't have permission slip to be out. I was watching the Lego studs, that's all. Just watching. I had it on. Oh, look at this. Motor Master comes in truck mode. Does he come with a pile of weapons and stuff? No. He doesn't come with anything. Me, you ain't found shit. Motor Master just comes with a giant piece of cardboard. The box could have been half the size. I might keep his box. He's pretty cool. So there's Motor Master with his trailer. He's a big figure. This is a big honking truck and trailer. Pretty cool. Let's get him into Menasor mode. Menasor. All right. Oh, this is like a book. This is so thick. Uh, uh, hmm. Uh, hmm. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Wait, he should have a sword and a gun. Where's his sword and gun? Oh boy. Hmm. Okay, so we have to make him in robot mode, and then we have to get parts A, C, and E to turn him into. Oh, good lord. Okay, are you ready to be here for another like 6 hours? Because that's probably how long this is going to take. This doesn't seem. His pots are showing. Okay, so this somehow comes off the front. Okay, there it is. Oh, and here's his sword. They could have made it more than just black and gray, I think, you know. And then the top part comes off. Okay. Oh, and there's fists inside there. Look at that. Oh, and I think I see his gun in there. Okay, so the gun is part of him. All right, anyways, we got to get the cab into robot mode. All right, so it says to open up these two flaps, fold these things down, pull the cab apart. Okay. And then we're flipping these things forward. Okay. Folding them down, and they tab in. Okay. Tabbing them in. Now it says go to the back. No. Fold the front out. Okay, fold these up. Or are these forming his feet? I see. Those are his feet. And then this is forming his body. Got it. Okay. So then we're folding the wheels underneath. Okay. Breaking those free. Turning them around so the wheels are on the bottom. What the hell? There's always a step where you're like, what are you talking about? This is a little ridiculous here. It's like, what am I doing? Okay, I think this goes this way. I think this goes this way. And that goes like that. And that makes sense because that would be 2 feet, right? And he could bend his legs. Yes, and now these are going to form the arms somehow. All right. So there's the legs. Okay, so then the arms, it says to break this away from this. Okay, so this and this get broken away. Come on. See, like the one arm popped out just fine. The other arm will not pop out. It's like, no. There we go. And this has to go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, now this, you have to open up, pull out the hand. So here is Motor Master in regular robot mode. There we go. Okay. So there we go. Now, you know your demand. No one can compete even with rum. Chip nasty. The Lamborghini Countach is the weapon. Wasn't in the mood to be on cam. Just one of those things. The Chipno show. It's cool. It has pictures. You can figure it out. Yeah, yeah. My parts are showing. uh, Gonna see toy hunts. I'll be watching. Napping. Okay, so now we need to make parts A. All right, what did I say? We needed parts A, C, and E. All right. So to make part A, Okay, so it's saying, well, I'm confused. Okay, it's saying, take this top part. Okay, here we go. And then pull these apart. Ooh, it does pull apart. Look at that. We got that. And we got that. This is the gun. See, this is the gun. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boom. All right. And then we take this part. If this breaks in half, it becomes two parts. And then the A part is that. Okay. All right, so I got this extra shell on the outside. Okay, here we go. So now I take this A part. Wait, hold on. Gotta go to this side. Oh, wait. All right, so first off, we have to take him and we have to close his arms back up. Okay. Close his hands back up. Close his hands back up. Then we open the cab part. Hold on, we do this. And we... What are you talking about? Well, we do that. We just do that. Put the arms up. All the way up. Okay, so these go all the way up. Forward towards his face. Then they fold down. And then they open up. Look at that. They open up. They go together. It says they all snap together. So, well, they're not snapping together. Sorry. Then we're folding the front down. And somehow this head comes out. It says just lift it up, but that's not really what happens. Okay, then we open these things up, twist the whole body around. This is so freaking complicated, it's ridiculous. And then we just twist the leg parts in. Split them up and push them together. It just says push them together. All right, so oh my gosh, this is so difficult. Kids can't do this. There's no way. I don't understand this. That. What the hell are you telling me to do? Okay, I got it like this. This is the open flappy bit. This thing. You're saying this should move. It doesn't move. Oh, do I have to have this open in order to do this? Okay, so it goes like this. Oh my goodness, that makes no sense. You know what we should have done? We should have bought one of these for Shabby. And Shabby and I could race to see who gets this done first. The instructions for modern transformers are woeful. Yeah, they are. It's just, it seems like adults can't either. Yeah. Okay, we're going to need to get an 8-year-old over here. Yeah, exactly. I mostly keep mine in robot mode, but the few I transform, I watch MGo's videos on slow speed. Yeah, I might have to refer to someone else's video because this is just ridiculous. It basically goes from this mess, the legs are a total mess, to they look perfect. You know, like what do you mean? Like, how does this stuff fold together into that perfect leg part? You know, like it doesn't make any sense. Maybe I should look at a picture of when it's done. So when it's done, it's going to be up here. Okay. And that is still showing. So this has to come down this way. That is showing. This is not here. This is somewhere else. Okay. So this goes all the way Hold on. This goes all the way inside. And it does pop together somehow. There it goes. And Menasor's head popped off. So this, all right, this goes like this, this goes like this, this goes like this, this goes like that. All right, we got this. I see how it's going. And this just has to pop in here. Hey, there we go. All right, and then this pops in here. This pops in here. And those pieces pop in down there. There we go. This one has to pop in. Come on, pop in. Pop in your spot. There you go. There we go. Okay. We did it. We have Menasor's body and head. All right. We have started the process. Started. Ugh. Oh, my back. Why does my back hurt? Why does my back hurt? I've been sitting. All right. Now we have to take this piece. This clearly looks like it should be part of them, right? It says do this. So there we go. We did that. It says twist this around. And it says twist the bottom around. Oh, that's looking like Menasor, isn't it? Look at that. We know what that part is. And then we push this onto the front of them. Clip these things up. Oh, look at that. Well, that was easy. Why couldn't the rest of it been that easy? He's staying in Menasor mode, by the way. Once we get this in Menasor mode, he's staying in Menasor mode. All right, now we need C. What is C? C are these, right? It says to flip this down. Okay. Flip this down. Flip this up. And that's going to be a leg, I think. So what did it do? It said flip this down. Flip this up. And flip this around. Okay. And then it says those are going to be feet. So he's going to be that tall. It looks like. You can't see him, can you? All right, we're going to move the cars in. He's going to be so tall you can't see him on the screen. He's tall. All right. Now, it says take the 2 cab parts, all right? And we flip these out. Flip the hands forward. And we're going to just, hold on, no, this gets bent. Oh no. All right, there we go. The wheels can't stay like that, can they? Bend it in. Oh, I see. So the wheels are on the inside of the arms. Wait, how's that work? There we go. That makes sense. Okay. Whoa. Menasor. Menasor. Like that, right? Let me see here. Let me make sure I got this mirrored correctly. Yep. All right, we're going to adjust the camera because he's so big. I want you guys to be able to see him. It's so big. All right. And then the last part, it says we can build a cannon with this last part. So let's do that. So it told us to build a cannon with this last part, see? So it can stand in front of him. He can be like, pew, 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 pew. Sure. Okay. All right, now we got to make each car fit on Menasor. Car number 1. Take the weapons off. And I think what it's telling us to do is open this up, put what? What does it tell us? Okay, it goes this way. Okay. So these two peg in here. And then we'll take the arm off while we do this. Okay. All right, see how that goes on? Okay, so that's how that goes on. There we go. And then like Wild Rider. So again, I'm going to take the leg off to put this thing on because I don't. Oh! uh, um, all right, I see how it pegs in, but I don't see how you get that thing out of the way. There's a thing in the way here. Um, oh, it pushes like that. What's up?
Just watching. The baby finally showed up in episode 17. Little kids are supposed to be able to put these together.
Supposedly. Okay. Sure. Wow. Okay. Um, so he must go on the other arm. Let's see here. It's got to go this way. Yep. Goes on like that. Like that. Wow, this is fairly complicated. This is kind of a complex build here, and like I said, once I get this done, it's never coming apart again. He's staying in Menasor mode forever now. My goodness, seriously? We freaking line up? Wow. Ugh. Cool. All right, there he is. Oh my goodness, that was more of a feat than I ever thought could be possible. That was crazy. I do not ever want to have to do that again. So they're not showing the weapons as combining. So we just have to find clever places to put them, I guess. Like on the arms here. That'll work. Put one on each arm. One in each hand. And clip them to his back. I got two more guns. Where am I going to put them? We can put one right here, right? No? I'd like to clip all the weapons on somehow just so I don't lose them. But I don't know if you can do that. Oh, here we go. We can put them right here. Yeah, these can go right here. There we go. So we got all the weapons on. We'll put his sword in his hand. And we'll put his gun thing in his hand. Gun can go in that hand. Menasor. All right, let me show you a. We'll get kind of a close up of him, I guess, and then we'll go. What do you say? Go eat lunch? I think it's time for lunch. So there's Menasor. And then we had the Insecticons here. And we looked at Ironhide real quick, right? So hope you like that. Yeah. Oh, white shelving. Take a nap. Was never a fan of how Menasor's legs have the cars on the back. I want to see the box on the front leg and foot. Yeah, that's why I twisted them around so that they'd be on the front. Because yeah, this version, they kind of should be in the back. At least they make Transformers easy. Yeah, okay. uh,
It's high time we got to the bottom of these shenanigans.